Now I think we've got one last Riddick video before we put Riddick to bed. This is the third Riddick video. Riddick part 3, I suppose. And it's also part 30 of the Natural Order of Poets, Bards and Druids series. So you have to realise this is a complete work. It's not just one video or one or two videos. It's 30 videos in a complete thesis, which is a solution to the problem, the world problem. And examining the problem, finding a solution at the same time. Now, having watched all the sycophants, you know what a sycophant is? A sycophant is somebody who just sits around and says nothing when error is spoken around them. When lies are spoken, error is spoken, they just shut up and don't say anything. And they only talk when they're asked to speak, and then they praise, heavily praise their master. And these are all slaves or servants. Servant, slave, same thing really. And that's what we witnessed in the White House. Not just with the meeting of Trump and Netanyahu, but I think that is the most significant meeting we've seen, which has unveiled the nature of the beast. And the whore that sits on the back of the beast in this end time. And always the book of Revelation can fit in to what's going on. It doesn't matter whether it's 1215 or 2025, you'll find that all of what's described in the book of Revelation around you, that will be the state of the world at that time, because it's always the same in every end time. Every end time. And the test for all of them is, will you stay in the room whilst evil is going on, or will you speak out, if necessary, wrestle with it, and then get the hell out, right? And there was only one of them good enough to do that. The whole lot of Trump's sycophants was Elon Musk, you know. And I said some bad stuff about Elon, you know, because I said you know. You know because you must have watched that video. Because it seemed like he rolled over dead and didn't have the courage to take on Trump. But I was wrong, you see. But, I said but, I was wrong. But is a swear word, yeah? So it wasn't a good thing, because I didn't give him time, really. Because sometimes you need time. If you have a difficult experience, you need time to ripen it. You can't just do everything straight away. What happened to Elon Musk might have taken days or even weeks of sleep and to recover, for everything to resolve in the brain, because Trump had some sort of idea about the nature of Donald Trump and the people he was with, and it was such a shock to find out the truth about them all. It just destroyed his whole mindset, and he had to turn all sorts of things around in his brain to get himself back into oneness again, right? And this happens in sleep, and you'll find that in sleep you can have, what happens is your brain shows you the opposite of what's going on. You can't listen to the words that come to you in your sleep and think that's reality. You've got to be able to tell the difference between a correcting process and a message from God. You know, you've got to be able to tell the difference between that. A correcting process is when the opposite of what the answer is comes into your brain. Because what's happening to you in your sleep is that you've been brought to the place of the error. The place of the error is a physical set of neurons in your brain. You've been brought to that place, and then a blast of energy is going to untangle and destroy that synapse, if you like, and untangle it and head things off in a new direction. That's how the correcting process works. And to get to that point in the brain, you have to actually see as if it is the error. You have to be presented with the error again, as if it's there, and that brings you right to that point, and then the operation can be conducted on your brain. Okay, and if any of you are like me, you'll recognize that. If you're aware of your own spiritual movement in every moment, you'll notice these things happening to you. Say, oh yeah, now I understand that, yeah. I see what's going on there. Because it's the opposite. You think it's one thing, but it's the other. You know, you might think, Donald Trump's a really good guy. You say, why is God telling me that Donald Trump's a really good guy? But he's just taking you to that place where you think Donald Trump's a really good guy, and he wants to untangle that. Say, no, Donald Trump's the devil himself. Because he's a killer. You get it. So, it doesn't matter. Donald Trump's a saviour. Donald Trump's a saviour just like Riddick's a saviour. Yet, he's only so far on the pathway. And the same thing that happened to Riddick is what happened to Donald Trump. Yeah, he fought a great fight against the powers of the devil himself, Joe Biden and his accomplices. And they tried to do all sorts of things. We even tried to shoot him, take him out. Yeah, and he overcame everything, just like Riddick did. And he became the Messiah of the American people, they thought. Yeah, he was a bit of a liar, wasn't he? He was a liar. And so he said he was a peacemaker, but he's a warmonger. We've seen him kill many people. And it's not necessary to kill people. John F. Kennedy, I don't think, killed people. They killed him to get him out because he was stopping them from killing people. The job of Donald Trump was to stop people getting killed. The first people you stop getting killed is your own people doing the killing. You don't send bombs to blow up people, do you? And so, Donald Trump is a Riddick. And he found what happened to him was, same thing happened to Riddick. All the people bowed down and said, yeah, you're our great leader, you won the fight against our terrible tyrant Biden. Now we worship you, you're our leader, yeah. And he went to his head. He went to his head. That could happen. We don't know what Riddick Part 2 is. Maybe Riddick goes to the dark side, yeah. Anybody can go to the dark side. At the highest level, it's very easy to go to the dark side. And most great avatars end up going to the dark side, yeah. Osho, trying to think of that guy, I can't think of his name. Now it's come to me. Sadhguru. They seem very wise people, yet there's a dark side to them. They're not fully wise. They're not fully wise, yeah. They're still learning. And one of the things you can't be is you can't be a rich avatar. I'm sorry. It just doesn't go with the program, yeah. Sai Baba was good at that. Sai Baba wasn't into personal wealth and girls the same way as that other fellow I can't remember the name of. All things disappeared. There's nothing in my brain. Perhaps I don't need to say it. You know who they all are. Okay, you know who they all are. I'm repeating myself. And so Elon Musk, he had to spend a few nights sleeping and getting his brain all right. And you wake up in the morning with a headache after it. If you've got a big transformation going on in your head, you wake up with a headache. You know, it's actually an operation. It's actually blood vessels and there's blood in there, you know, inside your brain. from the operation that happens to you in the night with electricity. The body stores up and releases electricity. It can cause bleeding inside the brain. So you end up with a headache. And when your headache's gone, now your time for do some more work. And so Elon Musk came back fighting. He said, okay, God put him through his test, and he had his fight with the Republican Party, like he had his fight with the Democratic Party. He had that fight, fought that, get out of that, they're evil, I'm out of here. Now I'll help Trump. Fighting there, they're evil, I'm out of here. See, he's finding out all the time, but you know, it's a wonderful pathway that God's got Elon on, because he's leading him through a series, a training program. He now knows how it works inside the White House. You know, when Trump went into the White House, he didn't know anything. Now he does. Elon now knows how the system works, yeah. And so he needed to know what he learnt there before his next step. And I like the fact that he didn't just say, I'm going to form a new political party. He didn't say that. He said, I'll ask the people, do they want another political party or not? And I'll go with that. So he put a message on X saying to the people, would you like another political party? Should I make another political party or not? This is the way he operates. He's a very democratic guy, yeah? He's showing the Trumps of this world how to be democratic, really. And so they said, yes, do it. And so he's doing it, yeah? Now, it's a big thing to do, yet the time is right for new political parties. In the past they haven't been able to function, but now we've got this new free media operated by the natural order of poets and bards. We've got this natural media back. Now the truth can be revealed to all the people watching on the natural media. Yeah? And so Nigel Farage has had a lot of success creating a new political party. And he's no better, more well known than Elon. Yeah? A lot of people know Nigel Farage because of what he did in the EU with the Brexit Party. And a lot of people know Elon Musk from what he's done now. He's a famous man, and people know whether he's a good man or not a good man. And all the bad people in this world, all the sycophants say he's a bad guy. And I can see he's not a bad guy, he's a good guy actually. He doesn't know everything because he's not an old guy, yeah? It's only the elders that know everything. You don't expect you expect the Donald Trumps to know everything. You don't expect people like Donald Trump to occupy those positions. They should know a bit more than that. And Elon Musk, well, he's an intelligent man, so I'm sure one day he'll find my channel. When God is ready for it, he will bring Elon to my channel. And Elon will just go straight through all these videos, and he'll just say, yeah. And then he'll just be, boom, he'll have everything that I've got, yeah? And so, you don't want that to happen now. He's got work to do, yeah? He's got to have money. He can't, to become like me, he has to give up his wealth first, yeah? And, you know, there was a great man in the past, a bit like Elon, yeah? His name was Constantine the Great. And he brought into reality the Christian religion. It made the Roman Empire, Christianized the Roman Empire, made Christianity the religion of the empire. Now, it didn't mean that it was just Christianity. The Romans recognized all the religions in the world. They all regard it as the same one God that everybody worships under different names. So that was good. And that's not what the Jews, the Christians and the Muslims believe. They won't accept that. And that's just wrong. It's just wrong. And if you're wrong, you just get it. Yeah? You can't avoid getting it in the end, when everybody's ready. And so, perhaps after Elon Musk has created his political party, which he probably has done already, and has fought his election and eventually found his way into power and become a president of a new kind of a political party, hopefully it avoids the Trump problem of power going to his head. I think Trump has mastered that, because the power of what he's done already, he's done very, very, very great things already, and that hasn't gone to his head. He's not. He doesn't seem to be womanizing in the same way, although he has had a lot of partners, and that is a concern. Yet he's a young man, yeah? I also made the same mistakes as he's making. He's made less mistakes than I made. So I feel there's hope in Elon. You just have to give him time. And we watch and learn. And anybody can go to the dark side, and we've watched Trump go to the dark side, and then we just have to reject them. I was Trump's biggest, I used to praise, you'll see videos on this channel of me praising Donald Trump, probably. Because he was praiseworthy. He got rid of DEI. Boom, it's finished now. There's a video I made about it, I think. He did a lot of good in getting rid of some very bad stuff. Yet, he's supporting the even worse stuff. No, it's not worse actually. He's supporting the bad stuff, some remaining, the worst stuff that's left in the universe. He's supporting that. And so, he's got to go, yeah. God will arrange it. All we have to do is watch the movie. Don't miss Riddick. Thanks for watching. Top shelf. Top shelf. Right in the middle, together with A Few Good Men and The World's End. Thank you.